Hi, I'm Caroline Best of the Tao of Horsemanship, Everything Horses and More video library. Welcome. It is cold. Today we are going to be filming Riding Basics, our series here, what everyone should know to creating a foundation, a riding foundation on your horse. And this is rule number 3. And today we're going to be talking specifically about warming up, how you should warm up. So the rule number 1 was permission to get on, my permission to get on, and how that shows up in your horse and how to create it. Plus we included mounting with a saddle and without a saddle. Rule number 2 was all about your pre-flight, all the areas that I find very, very, very absolutely important before you even begin riding. Come here, love. Come on. Come on, sweet girl. Thank you. So, as I demonstrated in my pre-flight or permission to getting on, sorry, this is what it should look like. Horse should come get you. Want to have you on. Think about you. Think about you. Thinking about you, again, is part of being safe. Being aware is part of being safe. Learning how to read your horse, but also your horse, what? Thinking about you. We have a horse in the hay room. Oh my gosh, that's too cute, Legend. All right, love bug. Out we go, sweet girl. Look at him, he knows exactly where to go. He's heading straight for the dressage arena. Come on, Lele. I love it. It's just so cool, you guys. It's so magical to have this level of connection, relationship, safety, conversation, to be able to read each other's minds. Come on, Duda. Come on, handsome. Come, mama. Come on, mama. Come on. I mean, my horses were always better trained than my dogs, and I was pretty good with my dogs. Notice how the dog's running around. That's excellent. When I had my 2 labs, they grew up with my horses, passed away the other year, and they were always running around. And especially when I had my place up in Pennsylvania and Maryland, where we had water and creeks and deer, and it was really important for the horses to get used to, good girl, love, to get used to all of that stimulation. Barns and boarding facilities and training facilities, oh, you know, keep it quiet, don't spook the horse. Your horses have to get used to this stuff. It takes experience, not to mention you want to stay connected. All right, sweetie. All right, so we're going for the warm-up. What the warm-up is going to look like, number 1 is a nice, big, relaxed walk. We just had a spook there. All I did is sit back on my balance point and pull my rein up, and she stopped immediately. Good girl, love. You're good, babes. It's the exact same process that I showed in the bolting horse video with Zor. So we're going to go on a nice casual rein, semi-loose. And what are we looking for? Rhythm. Rhythm in her stride, which means she doesn't speed up and she doesn't slow down. We also want to feel and see relaxation. And I'll be getting into all the details like your focus and how to ride, where your legs should be, yada, 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 your rein contact, rein length. But right now, we just want your horse relaxed and connected to you. Good, love. Thank you. So my body got tight so I could pull the whip out of underneath my left leg, and she felt that hesitation in my movement, and that's a great connection. And she stopped on her own because she's like, you stopped riding with me, Caroline. Thank you, love. It doesn't get any better than that, you guys. So she's starting to lower her head naturally, a little bit lower than her withers, which is good. And now I'm going to take the reins in both of my hands and give her a little bit. And we'll go through this in the other videos that I'm creating for the series, but I'm going to ask her to stay straight between my rein aids and my driving seat and my focus. And I'm actually going to do a slight seesaw. Remember, I don't have a bit, so I'm not worried about hurting her mouth. This is all your warm-up, like Pilates or yoga or stretching before you do a big run or workout. That's what we're doing right now. A couple of areas that I'm going to add to our warm-up is, again, checking your pre-flight. So that was the video before this. That was rule number 2. So now that you're riding, where's your body position? Where are your arms? Where are your hands? Are you relaxed yet poised? Where's your balance point? And we're going to check our stop and go. So here's my stop. That was excellent. My whip is underneath my right leg, and it touched the fencing and made that vibration noise, and Lovey heard it, but she didn't spook. That was really cool. Now, in part of my warm-up, how responsive is she and how light can I be in asking her to supple laterally? This gets a little more complicated as far as understanding how to develop a horse like I've developed Lovey. But these are really important pieces to warming up and checking your horse and making sure, Riley, no, thank you. And making sure that your horse is, I know, baby, making sure your horse is really super connected to you. But it will take the time it takes until that horse can just relax and be connected to you and feel safe with you. So that's our warm-up. One of the key words I didn't bring up, and that's why I looked at my cheat sheet, was the science behind why you want relaxation, especially in your warm-up before you ride, because you don't want your horse anticipating and getting all worked up before you go into the arena. And I have so many horses have come to me to be restarted because they're arena sour or they're trail sour. And so you've got to create that relationship with your horse so they enjoy that time with you, and you've got to change their association with the arena. I love my arena work. I can stay here all the time. I can go do nothing but arena work for months and not even do a trail ride, and it doesn't bother me or my horses. You can get better and better and refine as you go. So while we were doing our warm-up and I'm starting a horse out, Lovey's more advanced, it's not going to look as nice as Lovey. It's not going to look that relaxed and that light and responsive to contact and suppling and to stopping and going. And so you're constantly, those are my basics. That's where I start every horse. And I've worked with enough horses that I have a good baseline, a good gauge, a barometer to go, wow, you're really rough at this. You don't have an education with it yet. You're not relaxed with it yet. You're not accepting of it yet. So the more I do this week after week, month after month, you'll get better and better, you and your horse. So for people that are like, oh, your horse has got a lot of piss and vinegar because it's a cold, crisp, windy day, you better go lunge them. No, don't lunge them. Get their mind. Exercise their mind. Get this level of endorphin and the relationship, those 3 key things, and you have it all the time. So thank you. May you always be one with your horse, and I look forward to seeing you in the comments.